Joe Prince beat Kieran Hall. And now it's a turn of that young man, Shane Petrick. And he'll be taking on Tennessee's Janet Atwell. I'm Tony Holgate. And joining me, the legend from Ship the Cash, Mike DeMarco. How are you, buddy?
Pleasure to be here, Tony.
It's great to have you.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup here. Janet, the experience, and we've got the fire in Shane Petrick, 15 years old, and he's had such a nice year thus far. And he's got his eyes on the prize here.
Yeah, super young player in the junior ranks, but earns his place in the shootout. Top junior, obviously. His mum Shannon is out there in the crowd as well, watching.
It's always nice to have the family involved.
They're a lovely family as well, I have to say it. He's a great young man.
It seems like Shane's had a very successful year. He's had a couple of top finishes, and he's looking to go to the Worlds coming up soon.
Yeah, he'll be off to Valencia in Spain. Just overrun that. Would have preferred to come down a bit further, so he had an angle just to shoot that into the side pocket and go up for the 13. Bit more work to do now.
And it looks like he's going to have to travel around the bottom of that orange 5. He may try to check this with some inside, but I think he's going to take the natural route. Got to get a window here. And he's going to get a nice friendly bump on that 8 ball.
Yeah, I think he can just squeeze through.
Yeah, it's still available to the bottom left there. I think he's trying to see where he can contact that rail to come around here. He may just try to stop between that 2 and 6. Just take his medicine.
Yeah, you just want to guarantee a shot at the 8 ball. Don't overcomplicate it. This is a good move by Shane Petrick. I think half of him thought, could he go around the back of the 2 ball and get closer to the 8? There wasn't any value in that. Leave yourself clear shot.
And now he's just going to make sure he holds on to that cue ball. Definitely an opportunity here to take the first rack. And smooth cueing. And he's going to let it fall. Nice run out. Shane Petrick takes rack 1. All right, Janet Atwell opening break here. Look out, 8 ball. It's going to stay up. Nonetheless, she finds success. Great camera work. She finds that 13 in the top corner. Oh, the cue ball right into the drink. Not what she was hoping for. But Shane is not going to be upset about this opportunity. It does look like the table is pretty much wide open. I don't see anything really holding him back. You see that bright-eyed look on his face. He's excited to be here, and I'm sure he's going to perform for us, Tony.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. Always impressed when I see this young man play. Good head on his shoulders.
It's a nice delivery of the cue stick. Walking right into the line of the shot. Just has to be careful here. He doesn't want to leave himself funny on the 12.
I think I'll just play this, use the rail with a bit of left hand spin on the cue ball. He's going up for the 9. He's certainly not on the 9, but he is on the 12, so he's okay.
Yeah, quick back and forth with the cue ball here. Should be okay. Actually wants to arrive kind of right where the 12 is now. Again, looking to shoot the 8 in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, he doesn't want to leave the cue ball stuck to the rail. So come back twice across. Got to be careful. He'll take that. He's got a slight angle, so he can just draw the cue ball back here, just as side rail.
Yeah, I think he's done well there, Tony. Just a quick draw shot, get it right to the rail. 8 ball to the bottom right. He's going to take a 2-0 lead here.
Yeah, this is a very bright start for Shane Petrick.
Again, just 15 years old. I mean, he's showing that he's got a very bright future in this game.
Going to be one of the favorites for the juniors, of course, this weekend.
It looks like he's not going to make something here. Did he pot a ball?
He did.
Get to see that one more time. 4 ball right into the bottom corner.
He doesn't have a great deal on here, Mike.
Oh, he kind of buried himself here.
Well, Janet will be desperate to get her hand on the table.
He looks like he's going to take on that bank shot, perhaps. Maybe the 13 to the side.
Brave shot. It's not going to go. Now then, Janet.
Yeah, I think this is really what Janet needs here. She needs just one open table to really get that rhythm and the comfort on the equipment. It's usually the recipe for success. You get out to the arena, haven't really hit any balls there, no comfort. You just need to get one good look at a table. And shot after shot, you kind of get acquainted with the table. And you see that no-nonsense look. She's here to play, Tony. Nice shot there. Watch the cue ball. The 9-10 are going to tie up. Trouble ensues. I'll be honest, there's really not a ton she can do here. I mean, she can get over to it right now, but she's got to address this issue. Perhaps under the 9 to the side pocket.
I think she tried to push that 15 in front of the 7. Now, because Janet will have practiced again, I'll say that the outside tables are way slower than this match table, and again, she's probably played that in a weight that she was felt comfortable on the outside table, and it's caught her out with the speed of the cloth.
Yeah, and I think that really just shows how strong some of the top performers are, getting put on the spot and performing right now with the heat of the match clock, the shot clock, and just having to do it right now.
Well, the only practice shot really you get when you come out to the main arena is the lag.
That's right.
That's it. Nice control there from Shane.
I'm curious what he's going to do with this 2 ball. In the top left there, 12 ball blocking the natural pocket.
Yeah, it looks to me he's going to have to bank it. Whether he chooses the corner or one of the side, well, the side pocket, which side right. But he's going to have to get that cue ball out from the bank to get a shot at the 8. Do you risk moving it? I don't think he really can with his 3.
I think if he's going to do it, it's going to be risky. He's looking like he's going to attack and try to possibly move it, but I mean, it's his world. I mean, he can bank the ball. You know he can make it.
It's guesswork, really. I mean, if he... Ooh, it's a tight one. I'll tell you what, would you play the bank now with the 2?
With this,
and then you use the 3
here,
ball to get on the 8.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Tony. I do think I like the bank there. And it really depends on how he feels as far as his comfort.
When he's digging down, he's trying to go straight into the 2 ball here.
He's going to try to peel it off the rail, maybe. Yeah, he tried to get it off of there. Second prize is the bank shot. Tricky position for the 8 ball, too.
Yes, not a great cue ball either, because you're playing this from stuck against the rail. So he's got to make this bank, and he's also got to get out for the 8.
Yeah, there's a chance of overrunning the cue ball here. And I think his backup shot is going to be the cross side on the 8 ball. See him using that extension. The ball's going to hang up. Janet Atwell, opportunity. Again, that 9-10 still tied up. The 9 does go to the side pocket. They're really just getting the cue ball underneath there, and I think she's going to do that. I think right now she's entertaining a safety, but I like the attack here.
I think if you struggle to get the pace of the table, playing a delicate safety shot is not the way forward. She did go to attack it, and she got a lot of draw on that cue ball, but unfortunately for Janet, it's not come out great. She's trying to bank this.
I think she's trying to just float underneath it.
I think he's looking at playing a combination bank shot. Now that he can get round here, the shot is the swerve.
Yeah, there's no kick shot really. You have to manipulate that, but
he's going to go in between the 8 and the 13.
He might even check it with some left spin and hit after the 13. I think that's what he's eyeing up here, but definitely not a natural kick shot. Going to see some pace on this cue ball, I would think.
This could skid over to the top rail, though. Well, it'll be ball in hand for Janet Atwell. And now this is her time and chance to get off the mark.
Yeah.
A bit of a sticky start, but now everything is free and clear for Janet Atwell.
I do want to say that just prior to the match, Janet was kind of sitting tableside and watching the previous match, taking it in. And I did notice that Shane was over on the snooker table, firing balls and getting in strokes. So perhaps that's a factor. But I think Janet feels very comfortable from this position. I kind of like her playing the 12 to get above the 9 now. She tries to move the 8 ball. Maybe not the original plan, Tony, but it might work.
Yeah, it's certainly not easy. Got to leave the correct angle on the 9 then to get back over for the 8.
You see Janet eyeing the clock as she walks back to her position. And she does have an angle. She can't float above this 8 ball.
Digging down, going to punch across the table.
It rockets it to the back rail, but she's going to be just fine here. Float it right in that bottom left, and she's going to be on the board.
Certainly got good cue power, Janet Atwell. Very nicely done in the end by Janet Atwell, and that's her first rack on the board.
It really is. We have no pool. What do we have, really?
I don't know.
All right, Janet to the break. She puts a lot of power behind there.
And comes up dry. Just look at that split, Mike. Wow. If you could come to the table and choose how the board's going to be laid out, you'd be quite happy with that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so. Shane's definitely going to like this. Most definitely going with the solids. And again, very nice look at a table here.
Well, they're in little groups. So you've got the 3 and the 7, the 1 and the 2 as you work your way up, and 4 and 6 at the top. The 8 ball's dead over the side pocket. So
yeah, that's usually the route to go. You want to clean up one area of the table and then move to the other side. Going back and forth can just create problems, and Shane's definitely aware of that. Just wants to float forward here just a bit. Doesn't want to get over that 14. He did okay here.
Yeah, he's got to just drop this in very softly, the 2 into the side pocket. Just get the cue ball to just graze past the 9 ball so he can play the 1 down into the corner. Shoots that down there.
He runs it a little bit far.
Yeah. Do you know what I change? I switch now and play the 4.
Yeah.
They'd use the 6 to come down for the 1.
I have to agree with you, Tony. 4, 6, 1, 8. That's purple, green, yellow, black for some of our newer viewers. Checks it with just a touch of inside English, left hand English in this case.
It was noticeable to see how softly Shane hit that cue ball. I mean, that was as gentle as can be. It's so fast, that cloth.
Yeah, these Brunswicks really are reactive. And I think that it's very enjoyable once you understand how they play. You know, the volume's kind of turned up to 11, if you will.
How's this going to land? Well, he can make the one into the corner pocket. Needs to get that cue ball up. I think he has a bit of angle. He can come off the 2 rails, come up into the middle of the table.
Now, these shots can be tricky with the fresh cloth, with that slide. If you overpower the ball, sometimes it skids and doesn't really react the way you were thinking.
Ooh.
You see, he tried to manage the speed there. Still has a shot, but he's hitting this very thin.
You've got to be careful for scratching in the top corner.
You see him being a bit tentative for just that reason, Tony. He's going to try to draw out of this.
I managed that shot really well indeed.
Yes, he did.
If he'd have just played that play and he was scratching, and the control, because if you hit that really hard, you don't get the reaction of the cue ball coming back. It's way around the table. He has it all, Mike. He's a great player.
See, he's got bogeys on his jersey there. Sure, he's played a lot of games of pool over there in his come-up. You can tell he still has fun with the game. I think that's important. And to be honest, the format that we have here definitely helps with that notion.
Yeah, well, he came this morning, first thing, straight over, shook hands, good morning. He was raring to go straight away. It was on a snooker table with Craig Waddingham. And Craig was very nearly a professional snooker player over in the UK, and he's obviously, we'll see him in action tomorrow because he's through to the last 16. Craig obviously won the shootout in Boston when we were there. So a good practice partner.
Yeah, and that's really what you have to do, especially when you're a young man coming up in the game. You have to be around the professionals and the high level of talent. You know, you kind of absorb those ideas and ideals about pool.
This has just gone very ugly very quickly.
Yeah, the maroon 15 is definitely posing a problem here. I think he might want to try to get onto the 12 now. And he doesn't get there. Perhaps he's going to try to move some things around or just accept the bank shot when he gets to that 15.
I think he can have a free go at it. If he plays a 13 now, and obviously plays a 12 at the top, he wants to leave himself an angle where he can come straight down from the 12 and go into the 15.
It's just what he's trying to set up here.
I think he wanted a bit more for me.
I mean, he's still got to swing at it, but it's going to be a little bit more taxing on him.
Yeah, I think left-hand English now play off the top rail into that side rail and come down and leave yourself the bank shot for me. Too risky to try and move because you're really going to have to put too much power on, and I think that's what he's played. Now, the way he's left this bank, he's going to have to dig down right-hand English and check that 15 across into the corner.
Yeah, not a natural bank here.
No.
And adding all of those things onto the cue ball definitely makes positioning a little bit more difficult. And does not find the pocket, so Janet Atwell with another opportunity here. Everything has a pocket, though. I don't see any issues here, Tony. And she would be coming with the break next, so.
Yeah, plenty of time left. The one thing I will say, and I think where Shane Petrick is going to have a huge advantage, is when we get into the last 10 minutes, it goes down to 15 seconds of shot. Because I'll be very surprised if Janet Atwell has practiced using a 15-second timer.
Yeah, she's a little bit more of a deliberate player compared to Shane. But I'll tell you, her experience is going to come into play here. She's seen these shots thousands of times, and she just has to rely on that muscle memory.
she's still not used her extension in this rack, so that might come in handy when she gets to, say, the 8 ball.
I guess use it when you need it. Well, everything's looking okay here. Soft shot there. She goes to the 7 first. But again, everything wide open here. No obstacles in her way.
Well, I think she might be using the extension on the 4 ball, because we're going to get it. You'll hear the bell, and there it is. We are now down 15 seconds a shot.
She lands kind of straight on this one. Not sure. She might have a slight angle, and she's just going to roll forward, and she's got this one perfect for the side pocket. So she's going to go into our 6th rack here, down 2-3.
Played those very nicely indeed, Janet Atwell. 3 racks to 2.
Again, we're under the 10-minute mark. So we are going to see some really fast-paced action here. And you see she is very aware. See that pep in her step. I'll tell you, the solids, aside from that red 3 ball, they look okay here. But as we know, in the game of 8 ball, you got to run them all. A swing and a miss on the 1 ball. Shane Petrick looking at these stripes. He's got a little cluster around the 8 ball, but plenty of opportunity to break that up. This might be the one. He wanted to be further down table for the breakout, but he's going to go ahead and draw right into them.
Yeah, he has to, and he's missed them.
That was that delayed reaction we spoke of on this new cloth. Mind you, this table was cloth this morning.
It was.
That's a testament to the perfectionism of Ultimate Pool USA. Little nick on the table, barely noticeable. Nope, that's not good enough. We want it perfect for this event, and that's just what they've got.
Yeah, it was done in very quick time as well this morning. I was here at the venue. I was actually watching the golf on the big screen while they were doing it, and there was no messing about.
We've got to shout out our table mechanic, Mr. Josh Steele. Great job.
Yeah, he did do a great job as well.
All right, Janet still struggling a bit with the control.
Yeah, I think she tried to draw that out there and come past the 6 and play it into the corner. She's having to come downstairs.
She was looking to block that. So she gets the 3 ball to block the bottom left corner, but she leaves Shane an opportunity to break that up.
Yeah, I think there is a slight angle here for Shane.
And he doesn't go at it just yet. Perhaps he's waiting for that perfect shot on the 15, sitting right above that side pocket.
I don't like leaving them late, though.
I agree with you, Tony. You got to take care of those issues as soon as possible.
Makes the 10. Has he got an angle on the 15? He's coming past it. Ouch.
Ouch is right. Now what, Tony?
Well, he can't get to the other 2, so he has to play the 15. He was very close. In fact, you hear the referee actually call the time foul. He was after the allotted time, so Janet Atwell now ball in hand.
And he did actually get there, Tony. He had a shot on that 13 to the top corner. But Janet now with the opportunity to tie it up. She's going to nudge that
God.
8 ball.
She made the 8 as well. Oh, Janet. I can see what she's trying to do. She tried to move it because she wasn't confident that the 8 went clean into the side pocket.
Well, this is not the time for trick shots, Tony.
No.
And she's going to give control back over to this young man.
Well, it's the end of the rack.
Yeah, and
Shane Petrick takes it with this shot there, knocking the 8 in. Well, it's just gone straight in, so this could be a big rack for Shane if he was to run out here. That would be 1 foot into tomorrow's match and the last 16. The 1 must go past the 2 into the bottom corner.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, but the winner of this match is going to play Tom Cousins tomorrow.
That's very, very true indeed. I was speaking to Shannon, Shane's mum, earlier, and she said he's desperate to get out there, you know, and wants to play these top players. It's all about gaining experience, playing against the best, and that's what Shane wants to do. He can only steel you up and make you better.
Here he is delivering on that.
Bit of an overrun there from Janet. She's okay. She's still got 12. She can shoot into the side pocket. And again, I think the clock's playing a factor here, Mike.
Yeah, I got to agree with you, Tony. You can tell that Janet's just a little uncomfortable with the clock. I think that as she performs in this format, she'll get more comfortable with it. But right now, it's definitely getting to her.
What we find in the UK, because we have obviously the same thing, and some of the new players that come and experience this for the first time, it's kind of like they want to play it before they even hear the beeps. They don't want to hear them.
That's right. Yeah,
well, if you don't hear them, you're only giving yourself 9 or 10 seconds a shot.
That's right. Well, some of our fast and loose shooters, the clock never comes into play, as that's their normal. But I think that Shane is kind of falling into that category. He did have a shot clock violation in the previous rack there, but most of the time I don't think that's going to be an issue for him. And he's put the 4 into trouble.
Do you know what? It might be okay, depending where he lands on after he's played the 7. Well, I thought he'd still play the 7, the 2, and then try and run the 4 in the bottom corner and push out for the 8.
You know, I think the 13 was in the way of that 7 to the side, so he chooses to go with the defensive approach. I think Janet's going to do the same type of thing, perhaps. Wow. She goes all offense there.
I think she has to with the time left in the match. You know, 3 minutes. She needs 2 racks at least.
Yeah, and she will be breaking the next game, so she definitely needs to get on about it.
No.
Not ideal.
No.
Not ideal.
She can make it. It's very thin.
And this might help by delaying this game, getting her back to the table. But remember, there is a match clock as well. So the score line still 2 games down, Janet. I'm not sure what the intention was there.
No, that was never going to work there for Shane. And now this time, Janet Atwell has clear path. So she's going to end up with about 148. Maybe a little bit less, 142. Oh my word.
Look outside pocket.
Side pocket. Well, take that back. She's now looking at being 5 racks to 2 down, and that will pretty much seal her fate.
You see, still a little smile on Janet's face. She's still enjoying herself right now. But this arena table, definitely tricky. And we mentioned it earlier, Tony, the speed of this table, definitely something to get a hold of.
Absolutely. So young Shane Petrick, the young Texan, going to have a nice easy 8 ball to put himself 5-2 to the good. And he's on the hill.
They have it with just about 1 minute remaining. And they just fall by the wayside to the top cat.
Yeah, well, he played Declan Brennan in the final last weekend, and it's an absolute classic. Finished 8-7, and Tom Cousins ran the balls out with 3 seconds left on the match clock, and he had to run to knock them in.
You know, you'd have to start to wonder, how can these last 2 major events finish with the same top 2? And I believe it was a double hill in Boston as well.
Yeah. Amazingly, they were playing for the #1 spot last weekend. If Declan Brennan had won that, he was taking over Tom Cousins' #1 spot.
Unreal.
It's a wild match. Anyway, that was then, and this is now. Shane Petrick. Just sealing the deal now. He's not going to run the rest of this rack, but he is going to go through 5 racks to 2. We do run out of time in this match, and it is the young man from Texas, Shane Petrick. He defeats Janet Atwell 5 racks to 2. He's into the next round to face Tom Cousins tomorrow. When we come back, we're going to catch a word with young Shane.
Well, welcome back out to the arena. Let's get a few words with our next or latest winner, Shane. Congratulations. Good to get the victory. Solid performance all in all.
Yeah, it was good. I came out of the gate really strong, and then she got unlucky on a few shots, and that's just really how it was. I was shooting pretty good out of the gates. It was tough for her to get on the groove.
It's great to see you come out here and play in the shootout. Obviously, you've had success in the junior game, and last time we saw you, you're in the final. But it's a different thing altogether being out here in the shootout.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I'm glad I got the win. Last time it didn't go my way with the 6-ball shootout again against Kobe, and this time I made sure I didn't have to go to the shootout again.
Have you put any time in ready for that, just in case it happens later in the event or in the junior event as well?
Definitely. I've been practicing a little bit, but it's been on 9 foot, so a little different. But yeah, definitely practicing it.
I've got to ask you about the sort of support you get. There's a lot of people that are always interested, certainly in the venue, of how you're getting on and kind of cheer you on. Is there good support network back home?
Oh yeah, my group at home is amazing. Yeah, but we have a league it's a tight-knit group.
So plenty of people cheering you on tonight back home?
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing you when you come back out here tomorrow, and best of luck in that match. And of course, best of luck in the juniors as well.
Thank you.